Welcome everybody to the October Let's Plays. I'm back on the channel now, done my break and all. Now it's time to begin with the first game of the 4 that we're doing for this year, which obviously is going to be Fatal Frame. It is Fatal Frame 5, in fact, Maiden of Black Water, or Project Zero Maiden of Black Water. Now I'm playing this on the Wii U, however recently this game is getting released for Switch, for PC and such. So, it's not going to be hard for you to actually play this game now. Just, you know, the one problem is that it's only going to be ported to those systems on December. So, that's well off from October. So, let me play on the Wii U version instead, because I can still get this there. And, this one uses motion controls. In fact, it uses the Wii U gamepad for this. I believe for the Switch, you would use the fucking dock thing, the screen, for that one, and it wouldn't be any different from there. So that would probably be the best version for you there as well. The second best maybe is the PC for mouse, because the way the motion works in this game is actually pretty decent, and you'll see what I mean by that pretty soon. But right now we're doing a new game. I already set up everything. I got my brightness up pretty high so you can actually see shit, and we're gonna get in the game right now. And yep, you know, show graphic imagery and, you know, it's a book of fiction and all that crap, so the prologue, lurking in the deep of Miyu Hinasaki. Let's see the dialogue for this. Spirited away in the vicinity of Mount Hikami, people have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. One such girl is Miyu Hinasaki. She awakens to find herself in an old, half-flooded building. Get ready, because this game has a lot to do with water for this one. I see the welcoming party is here. So, this is Miyu, and I believe we're only going to see Miyu for this chapter. You'll see why soon. We can look around with the right stick, which as soon as I do... Yep. Don't worry, it seems we do avoid automatically, so there you go. Get the fuck out of here already. Left sticks to move. I can also run faster with, what it's called, ZL whatever? I'm gonna still call it like right trigger, left trigger. We have to find a way out of here, so let's go ahead and look around a bit. A dead end here, unfortunately. Only one way to go. There's something we can look at. Looks like there's a cave wall on the other side of the lattice. I can see some stone statues out in the darkness. I must be underground. Now how do I get out of here? I'm sure we'll find a way. Yeah, we'll certainly find a way. Also, we are drenched. That's gonna play importance. There's light at the end of the corridor. If there's a way out that way. Unfortunately, they're following us, and we have no ways of attack. They're chasing after me. I have to get out. And the game will tell us how to run, and as we do, this happens. That was quite a flashback thing. Anyway, let's turn around. There's another path we have to go, and they're getting closer. Oh boy, I think we might be fucked. Oh yeah, I think we fucked. Let's see if we can perhaps turn around proper and get the hell out of here for running. Oh good, it's open, let's go. And now we're locked in around a pooled area with a box in the middle. I think we might be screwed. I think Miyu's about to get into a little bit of an issue here. I don't think we'll be able to survive this one. Yeah, that's the prologue. It basically just gets you a little bit acclimated on the controls, usually, of this game, and, yeah, it's not going to be like Resident Evil controls either. We have a lot more free-flowing movement now. First drop, a vanishing trace of Yuri Kozukata. Shadow reading. Among the residents of the villages at the foot of Mount Hikami, a certain unique ability has been passed for ages. This ability, known as shadow reading, enables the user to view the shadow or trace someone lost in inexplicable circumstances, not unlike the psychometry practiced elsewhere. Yuri Kozukata accompanies Hisoka Kurosawa, a woman who possesses the shadow reading ability, to an abandoned inn on Mount Hikami. Yep, we have a thing called shadow reading now in this game, so that's new. Sensing Yuri could in time become talented at shadow reading, Hisoka takes her along on an assignment. So yeah, this is our first character, Yuri. And This one is also a tutorial bit, as it will show us something else in this game.
I thought that I'd be scared of death. But I can't even cry. I am alone. In the end, I am alone. I will end it all. Alone.
Yuri?
Huh?
What we're looking for should be in here. This is an excellent chance for you to take the lead. Here, take this.
Ah.
This is a camera obscura. It will let you see the unseen, including the clues that will help you find what we're here for. This is your opportunity, your first case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you'll do well. Let's start with a little practice.
Yep, we got the camera.
Exactly like a normal camera.
So, we're getting a tutorial on the camera.
Give it a try. Just hold up the camera.
You have to hold up to our face, because the Wii U thing, and there you go. Press the X button, which is the top button, face button, to activate it. And we can either move around with my thing or with the stick, like a usual Fatal Frame game. Get her in frame.
The camera obscura photographs the netherworld, a whole other world separate from our own.
And take the picture. And there you go.
The
So,
world that we see through the lens is not unlike.
uh-huh. And do
Make sure not to
sideways.
draw too much interest from the things you see.
I'll try not to. Yeah, we do portrait as well.
If you
So yeah,
aren't
that's
careful,
cool.
You might be drawn into the netherworld yourself.
I'll be fine. Yeah, a lot of ways you can handle this. A lot of angles too. And there's a lock on too if you need it. We're not going to need it too much, I don't think, in this game, but we'll see.
Seems to have changed. It wasn't exactly busted. It never used to be like this.
Really now. Yeah, we don't have to hold it. We can just exit by pressing it again.
Take this.
Okay, pose modern photograph.
It's a token. It will help lead you to what we're looking for.
Alright. Tokens to be important in this
Not to
game.
panic, but be sure to stay on your guard. Go on and head inside.
Okay, so I gotta explain this, and I'm gonna probably talk over her during this because she will talk a lot. But essentially, oh, by the way, when we go inside, our first ghost right above me. So, there he is.
It's not just a normal photo.
Yeah, more spirit photo we gotta find.
It's why Ren
They'll give us points and shit. I don't think they ever get counted into the game. I think they do, but they don't get counted into the Spirit album. I believe that's actual ghosts now. But yeah, if you want 100%, find all these ghosts. Which I'm never going to do, because I never actually managed to. Board's been nailed to the windows. Some light is seeping in through the cracks, but the inside of the building is still quite dark. So, let's talk about this camera move now. Because the way the camera moves now is that you don't have to use the stick anymore. You can now just hold it to your face. You have to hold it to your face. You can't just hold it below you like a normal controller. You have to hold it up to your face. You know, you're sitting down correctly, not just laying down or whatever. And then it's horizontal and all. Oh, press the wrong button. That's one of the issues I have. Pressing the right button. I have to get used to the controls of this. It's been a while since I've used a fucking Wii U controller. Hands in the water. There we go. I'll try my best to get as many photos as I can of ghosts, but don't expect me to get them all. Like, I'm going to end up missing some. Because they are too fast, or because of certain angles, or just because I'm just shit at the game. There's some items here, by the way. You know, we have the herb medicine, the second water, and type 7 film, all the usuals, pills made from a myriad of herbs. clean water use for purification, and the Type 7 films, which are the weakest, but they're unlimited. They are in poor condition, have lost most of the power for excising ghosts. That's fine. We'll be using them to find all of these ghost pictures that appear. The other film are fights. And all black and white photograph. In the photo, it looks like she's sleeping. There you go. We can look at it a bit closer if you want to. Not much, though. There's collection, which is to show the camera obscura, which has collectible bellows. We have cutscenes. We can now view the cutscene anytime we want. And we have notes, which will tell us about the shots of the game, or about the episodes, or what we have collected so far. So Yuri's memories, see on the cliff and the evening sun, collected stepping over the edge. The Twilight Cliff, it's called. I'll be going in for the notes, but yeah, the game is definitely going to play a bit more differently, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how this works. I'll just skim through the controls here, I'll just go for the characters and such. But yeah, you'll see how the controls work anyway. Because it uses the gamepad, provides your face, and you can move around with your fucking controller to aim instead of using the stick, which is really fucking good. This game really does well with its motion controls there. Just make sure to see your face or else it gets all disconnected. A young girl of psychic abilities. After surviving a truck accident, she has been able to see ghosts and visit the past, and that day she has felt death calling to her. One day she disappeared and Hisoka was asked to find her. Alright. Hisoka found Yuri just as she was about to jump off a cliff. Yuri now stays with Hisoka at her antique shop. Yuri avoids other people, terrified of seeing into her soul. She helps around the shop, most by cleaning. She really deals with customers, because she's a bit of a loner. Get ready for a lot of reading. She has always found it hard to ignore those in need, and her abilities only make things worse. The only time she feels free of her worries is when she cycles, so she likes to use a bike, you know? So yeah, that's Yuri. Here's Hisoka. The owner of an antique store, she has developed her psychic abilities by learning from local elders and by researching the subject. One of those locals gave her a camera obscura, which she now uses to look for missing objects and people. Okay, so she has camera obscura given to her. She stopped Yuri from jumping and brought the orphan girl back to her shop. She feels for Yuri, but Hisoka doesn't have the power she does. She can only sense the ghost memories, not see them, so very unfortunate for her. She tells fortunes to the hobby. She has become quite popular with the young students who frequent her cafe. Her coffee is renowned for its taste, and Hisoka likes to say, "Sometimes a cup of coffee can make all the difference." I'm sure it does. I'm not a coffee drinker, so I wouldn't know. Mount Hikami, the place we're in, I guess, a 2,400-foot tall mountain close to where Hisoka and Yuri live. It used to be a holy place with now dead religion, and although some of the shrines and other buildings still stand, there are none now alive who keeps those practices. The mountain is blessed with natural beauty. It overflows with springs and has overgrown vegetation. A company attempted to turn it into a tourist attraction. They built new buildings and a cable car, even printed out brochures, but the project was abandoned after a devastating landslide. Very devastating. I gotta make sure I have the time to breathe, you know? Mount Hikami was once thought of as a place only the dead could enter, and even now it attracts those who wish to end their life. Many believe that this notorious suicide spot is cursed. Ooh. It's like a suicide forest. Alright. So, we head out of the mountain, which I guess is the main area. Mikahori Hot Springs, an old inn that has been on Mount Hikami for as long as anyone remembers. It was refurbished and made into a hot spring resort as part of the development project. The free-floor concrete building is a new addition. Alright. Ichiru Manor was abandoned after the old building was lost in a mass landslide. The owner of the inn, having lost his family, committed suicide. The inn is said to be haunted by the ghosts of those who died there, including the ghost of that ill-fated innkeeper. Great! Some shall mean these ghosts soon. The camera obscura, a camera with the power to expose that which normally remains hidden, invented by Dr. Asa, we already know him, a researcher of the occult. Special film uses capture traces of buildings which are not of the world of the living, because they're all dead, and they're ghosts. Several of these cameras exist, but as each was made by as a prototype, their appearance and capabilities differ. Most of them are broken now, no one knows how to repair them. I'm guessing the ones from before in the previous games are all fucked. The cameras are highly sought after by collectors, despite rumors of them being cursed. Collectors either see them as either another unique property and a risk worth taking, or they discredit such talk as mere superstition. Because, you know, who fucking cares about ghosts? Just like Hisoka, there are people who use the cameras as tools for specialist work. However, such people tend to already have the ability to sense the ephemeral. Some said the broken cameras aren't broken at all. Users do not have the ability to make them work. We do have the ability because this is the game. We have to have the ability, so... Postmortem photography. The original intent behind postmortem photography was to give the mourning relatives something to remember their loved ones by. The bodies were dressed in the father's clothes, and their faces made to look as if they were alive. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing that actually does happen. At a time when photographs were luxury, very few could afford. Postmortem offered a chance to capture an image of their beloved. So, if his camera obscura had been invited all over Japan to take such pictures, most of them are on Mount Hikami. Sucks to be here a lot then, apparently. Postmortem photographs were especially treasured by those living on and around Mount Hikami. They believe that a camera captures the soul of the photographed person, preserving it unchanged for eternity. If you will ever get a Fatal Frame game where a soul did not appear here, but the camera did. Shadow reading. Shadow reading, not unlike psychometry, is the ability to see the traces of related to loss to items of people who have been spirited away. In the past, this ability was fairly common in the Mount Hikami area. Nowadays, very few have the knowledge necessary to perform it. Those who still use the ability are taught to be the descendants of Mount Hikami Shrine Maidens. So I'm guessing our main character here has that ability, so she is obviously going to play a very important part in the story and probably live the entire thing. And here's the prologue, which I could skip. I'm actually going to read this through for you guys. Miyu, a girl who has been spirited away, awakes in a flooded mansion. While searching for the exit, she comes across a room with nothing but a large black box inside. As the box opens, what emerges from within is none of this world. Ooh. Yeah, Miyu fucking died because on the next page... Thank you. With no one there to hear Miyu scream, her voice lost in the mist. She's fucking dead. How sad. We'll probably see her again when we have to fight her. But, yeah. So, yeah. And also, all of these little new things, I'll go away when I leave. We have that. We have the camera, which lets us, check on, the film we have, the lenses we have, and, of course, be able to upgrade it with the sensor, the load, the output, and the absorption. One of them's going to be attack, the other one's going to be speed of reload, and the other one's going to be how much you can grab to attack. And yeah, the points are high in this one. Photographs, we can save our photographs if we wanted to, and also check how many points we got from each one. As you can see, even with a normal person like Ahsoka here, we can get some points out of it. But yeah, mainly just going for these fucking ghosts is what we're here for. And lastly is the ghost record thing, which is, I believe, for all of the fights, not for the ones we just got there, because it doesn't show up there. Maybe it will show up there eventually, but it's not showing up right now. And that's it. So that's the menu. It's the usual, including the map, which I can see the map on my thing, but it won't show up for you. So a few minutes will only show up on the pad, but not for you guys. Also, cutscene. Bet you fucking wish you could see these ghosts, couldn't ya? I'll look around in here just in case, but there's nothing in here. But yeah, the gamepad, the Wii U pad, actually does show stuff like a map and such that I can look at anytime I want and can, toggle from touching the screen. And that's cool. Gets me from having to pause every time. But, you can't see it. So, sorry. Also, ZR is our sprint button, but it's also our trail button.
A shadow of the past. The token is showing you the way.
So yeah, this is how we will get the game to tell us where to go.
These traces can lead you to the right path.
So now we won't be able to get lost. Of course I can just look around. Like, hey, there's some stairs here. Can I go upstairs, please? Maybe there's something up here.
Come on, this way.
Nope, the game is saying no. Alright, let's go on forward. There is something on in the distance, a collectible. I'm guessing it's a note to read. So let's go ahead and take care of that, shall we? We could go left where the trace went, but I'm going to go ahead and grab this. And yeah, it's this fucking thing again, which means that grabbing hands to the comeback, I'm betting. Although I see books left in the hallway, maybe someone dropped it. I bet it did, because it's the downfall of Mount Hikami. Mount Hikami has long been considered holy ground. For centuries, people have been drawn to the many sacred shrines and places to worship, as well as the natural features such as the Twilight, I want to say Twilight Peak, and the Pool of Purification, which have themselves been treated with great reverence. The mountain has also been popular with tourists and mountain climbers for the beauty of its abundant clear waters and ancient, mysterious forests. I'm sure it has been. Trying to breathe. Worshippers and hikers alike used to find rest at Ichiru Manor, a hot spring resort near the foot of the mountain. Now the inn lies desolate, devoid of visitors. The mountain never recovered from a devastating landslide it suffered many years ago. Very sad. Very sad. The shrine road to the summit was cut off, and the flow of the water throughout the mountain was altered, forever changing the landscape. New roads that were under construction had to be abandoned, and Ichiru Manor was buried under a slew of rock, resulting in numerous fatalities. Among those lost were the family of the Ichiru Manor's proprietor, effectively putting an end to the business. Yep, we already know he's haunting the place now, so there's that. Mount Hikami's days tourist destination were no more, and so the mountain gained notoriety as a suicide spot. Perhaps because it was traditionally a destination to which the dying would venture, the mountain is now a place for those wishing to end their own lives. By extension, it has also become a place for thrill seekers interested in the occult, like Logan Paul. Anyway, oh, there's a ghost. I pressed the right button. Fuck, what was the button again? There we go. Very nearly missed it. Yeah, I need to get used to pressing the X button, which is gonna be annoying. But yeah, on my screen it shows how much film I have left and shit. For you, unfortunately, I don't think it will. Oh, there we go. Got it. Was that a shadow of the past? Yes, it was. Echoes of the past. In places where the traces of the past are very strong, you may be able to view echoes of the past. Photographing them will earn you photo points, which can be used to upgrade your cameras. Yeah, get ready to do a lot of photography in order to get some points. We don't have enough to actually get any kind of upgrade yet. It's gonna be a while if we can actually upgrade anything. And, there's a door here I can open. Might as well go ahead and check it out. You know, I want to explore the place. I'm not looking at the map, by the way. The map's right in front of me on the gamepad, but I don't want to look at it. I think this is pretty obvious to navigate in about it. I did look a bit forward on the game. The maps do get quite open, so I will need the map eventually. But right now, not really. I think I can handle without the map. Just gonna crawl through here. And, yeah. Yeah, as Resident Evil controls, if we move backward, it's like a full 360 degree thing. So no quick 180 degree thing, unfortunately.
Yep. Using the camera obscura.
Yep. She basically just did some mixed messages, because there are keys and there are psychic photographing. You look through the lens of the camera obscura, you may notice it reaches to objects which are not normally visible. Lock on and photograph them in exposed places or items to have a connection with. Find the location of the photograph, and you may discover some clues there as well. Yep, that's usually how this game works. So hold up, get into photo mode. Let's see, it's not there, it's a doorknob now. Okay. Lock on, and psychic photograph. And it's that room we were just in. It's over in that door over there. It's up in the photo, like I'm out of the closet, and there's a doll on top of a chest of drawers. Okay then. Probably where the key is. It will be. Find the place shown in the photograph. It's somewhere in this building. It's right behind me. Need the photograph again? Just open the main menu of the tokens in the items records. I'm gonna stop him from talking for a bit because I want to show off a little bit. Because, yeah, there's the closet snapshot taken in the door in the abandoned inn. It's like coming from a closet. But not only that, we also get a lot more of a zoomed in thing for that. But not only that, there is some more notes. There's that. But there's also in the notes a bit more to read, like traces. Let's talk about traces. Shadows of the past seen when shadowing through contact with a token of the lost person or object. A person possessing psychic abilities can set a trace, showing them where to go. People with particularly strong abilities will see the form of their query and not just a shadow. Anything else you want to tell us about the traces? The traces will attract malevolent growths, so it is dangerous to spend too long gazing at them. Yet another risk lies in following the trace of a person who has already died or has been spirited away, as you may be inadvertently following them into the world of the dead. The sun traces might be a bit dangerous, even though this game's not going to do that probably because it is how we're going to be able to know where the fuck we're going. Tokens are used in shadow reading. They are objects which carry a trace of a person or object that's gone missing. A person's shadow reading ability is able to follow that trace to find that which is lost. They can be anything, items to touch of light, strands of hair, there's diaries that matter to them very much, or photographs to name a few. Whew. Gotta read a lot, don't I? Gotta get used to this shit again. Every fucking year. It is also possible to use items which belong to dead people to follow their trace to lost or hidden items, but that kind of shadow reading carries with it great risk. I'm sure it will. It'll always store a reason though, so probably not going to be that much of a risk.
Go on ahead of me and look for the key to the door. I'll wait for you here.
Yeah, not much you can do anyway. Alright, let's continue on forward. Oh, shit. Button. Nope, it was 2-bit low. Get high. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. I ran out of time before I can recharge. That was a very slow recharge. Fuck. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose some points there. I'm gonna have to get used to how this works. Because, usually the game would lock on for me for this sort of shit. Not anymore. I have to be the one locking on now. So, I gotta get used to really moving my ass. Nothing really showing up from the camera. But there is something here. And it should be the key. It's also this doll that was, you know, glowing, but the doll isn't doing anything, so... That's quite a pickup animation you got there. Oh, I can't book out? Okay, I have to actually hold it. Alright. I can't just back and forth it like I usually would. Got the key on red keychain. Great name. Might open that door from before, he'll go back to Ahsoka. Sure thing. And yep, there's the map, and it shows us having to go there. So there you go. Alright. Fuck. There. Got him. Man looking at a key. I'm pretty sure looking at it more than the key. But, sure. He was also, I believe he had a bit of rope hanging from him for a second. I think he might be a hanged man. We definitely deal with a lot of ghosts that are apparently hanged. So, I mean... Anyway. In case you're wondering, all three of these characters we play as, because there are multiple, they are new characters, but one does have connection to the previous game. So, there is that. And this does take place after Fatal Frame 3. So keep that in mind as well. This is the sequel to 3, not to 4. 4 is a prequel to 2.
Take a look around.
Alright. I can see there's something down there, but let's have a look about for a little bit to see if there's anything else around here, like behind this door.
Try searching with the camera obscura.
I know. There's nothing around here. Alright.
Visible to the naked eye.
Uh-huh. Well, now our camera can be the thing to actually find hidden objects. Phantom Expose. It's a new thing with the camera. The camera can react to items that are normally hidden from the eyes of the living. You can bring those items back to the world by photographing them, taken from the correct angle and position. So lock on and get the right angle, and there you go. Nailed it.
This is what we came here for. Huh. We shouldn't stay here any longer than we need to.
You're right.
Let's head back before it gets dark.
Okay.
Alright. Guess we're heading off. We got what we came for. Pretty easy. Nothing else to really find or look at, so... No, optional take a picture things so far. I don't think there is, at least. So this might be easier to actually get through. Oh, wait. Got him. Yeah, I gotta keep my eye out of this shit. Alright.
Searching for objects like we did just now might be easy, but searching for people is much more difficult.
Uh-huh. I mean, so far...
Allows you to see the psychic imprint as a shadow.
Okay. A lot of
Never
psychic shit.
follow after the shadow of someone who has been spirited away.
Okay.
You might end up seeing something you wish you hadn't.
I bet you the game is gonna pull that shit on me anyway. And it's gonna be story related, and I can't get away from it. Like this shit we're gonna get into right now. It can't be Fatal Frame unless we have to deal with, you know, avoiding being grabbed. This one is weird though, you can't just shake, you have to actually take the photo at the correct angle and crap, which is really awkward. So, I'm gonna try to avoid getting grabbed at all costs. Fighting ghosts, photograph the weak points, yep. And yeah. Just take them in the thing. You can't take photos you run out of film, so, you know, use the infinite if you run out of your good stuff. And I'm going to use the portrait because it's only one enemy and we have this ability. Now, if we do normal attacks, you'll see that they have this thing floating around them now. This thing we can use to also deal more damage on because it counts as an additional ghost. So that's free there. However, I'm not going to really bother with that. If it appears, great, but you already know what I'm here to really aim for. So, yeah, shutter chances are here as well. Shutter chances are now, instead of having to hit it at the right moment of an animation, it is instead, take 5 spots of a ghost and shoot. Because if you do that, then good news, that's a shutter chance now. The shutter chances are a bit more different. In fact, I believe it was hold it down, like keep them aimed on until you get the thing. Now it's just get as many targets as you can. And yeah, Fatal Frame, it's always when they're about to attack, shoot them. Fatal Frame is now done a bit differently. Now there's a timer for you to see how long you have a Fatal Frame for, which is useful, but it means no infinite Fatal Framing, unfortunately. At the very least, we know how long we can have before we run out. About a second every time. And there you go. So, yeah. And by the way, if they're too far, less power, and probably can't even attack them either. So, this is how the game works, and as you can see, the best way of handling one ghost is by doing portrait mode, because you'll get all their body usually, and the more targets, the more damage. So lock-on is kind of useless here, especially for this guy who doesn't really teleport, he walks around, so he's easy to target at. Just wait a little bit, wait until he attacks, get as much of his body as we can, and then we should be good to go. He's not down for the count, but that was a lot of damage. That was pretty good. I think one more shot will actually do it. So I guess I'll just wait a bit for next Fatal Frame. But yeah, we know how this works. We know how this fucking game plays, so nothing new. Just the way we control the camera is new. And that's it. We killed him. And that should be the end of this chapter, in fact. So, that's it. Here's a cutscene.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought you here.
I am alone.
Dream again.
Mr. Hojo? Hisoka came by a little while ago.
Oh, Hisoka. What does she want?
She found the photo book.
She did?
Yeah, here, take a look.
When learning about Shadow Reading from Hisoka, Yuri used the ability to retrieve an album of postmortem photographs from the ruined inn on Mount Hikami. The album was requested by a certain Ren Hojo. As Ren awoke from a bad dream, he found himself tormented by uncertainty. Was it really just a dream, or a suppressed childhood memory? This question has plagued him for some time. So yeah, that is our second playable character, by the way, Ren Hojo, the male. Hopefully it's better than the last male. And we got a B. I didn't use any items, which is good. I'll try to avoid using items as best as I can. So, you know, avoid damage and all of that. But, unfortunately, I was a bit too slow because I was reading shit. And also, I did miss a ghost, so... get used to that. The highest, like a rank S, I think, so yeah. And yeah, we have a episode thing. Which is interesting, because this game does things differently on how the episodes work. So, accumulative items, not a thing anymore, I don't think. You can, you know, have the basics. But yeah, here are all the characters, including the third character we play as, which is Miyu Hinasaki, who is the daughter of Miyu, the character from the first game. I hope I got her name right. Miku? I forgot her fucking first name. But the character from the first game that we've had for a lot of these games, that's her daughter. It has been several days since the incident at the inn. Hisoka is out of case. A young girl comes to the shop and finds a worried Yuri. Yuri is given a missing person case, something Hisoka forbade. So we can choose difficulty, by the way, now. We can have easy for players who want to enjoy the story. The score is not recorded. And normal, which is just for players who want to enjoy the game, which is us. And not only that, but as I said, it's not accumulative because all of our items given to us from the very beginning. And we can have more items, but they cost points. I'm going to go with what the game gives me. I am not going to add any more. But if you want to get more items like Sacred Water or Purifying Embers, whatever that's going to be, for wetness and taint removal, and Mirror Stones, you can have more than one now, by the way. But yeah, if you ever want to have more than one stuff whenever you want, you can. You can have more films, in fact, at the very start of an episode. Just know, it will go against your score thing, I believe, and it will cost you score. So, if you want points for upgrading, just go with your basic. We're playing on normal, so we're going for basic for every single one of these. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this part. Next time we're doing second drop with Yuri, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.